Okay, time for the reverse simulation. What if every woman on Earth just clocked out? No teachers, no nurses, no influencers, no moms. 30 days, no women. Would civilization freeze, or would it adapt?
Ain't that a man?
First things first, let's be real. Women dominate some fields. Healthcare, education, administration, they run the show. 91% of nurses, women. 76% of K-12 teachers, women. 83% of social workers, women. 90% of childcare workers, women. Almost 100% of Instagram skincare routines, women. They're the backbone of emotional labor. The planners, the post-it note warriors. They run the calendars, the check-ins, the "Did you eat today?" texts. Take that away for 30 days. Get ready for chaos of a different kind. Day 1 to 3, the world doesn't explode. It just goes quiet. Hospitals don't fall, not yet, but the care's gone. Nurses, NICU angels, pediatric pros vanished. These weren't assistants, they were the pulse. They reposition fragile bodies. Notice the slurred speech, that means stroke. Fix the IV before it infiltrates. Without them, medicine is there, but the healing missing. Doctors diagnose, but nurses deliver. And now, nobody's delivering. Meanwhile, the schools, not closed from illness, just empty. Teachers, 76% women, gone. Daycare, done. Pre-K, history. Your toddler is now your full-time coworker. Oh, and therapy? Gone. 70% of therapists were women, and most of their clients, also women. Nearly 1 in 3, now 0. Sure, technically the men could still book a session, but here's the real loss. The quiet net that caught the fall. School counselors, office mediators, nurses who notice when you're not okay. The emotional scaffolding, gone. Now everyone's walking a tightrope. Emotional labor wasn't extra. It was the airbag, the stabilizer. Day 3, society's still standing, but it's not running. It's leaking. Day 4 to 7, but here's where things get interesting. By day 4, men stop waiting and start building. They step into the roles left behind, not because they're trained, but because someone has to. 92% of active duty military are men. And when things break, that 92% kicks in. Combat medics replace bedside nurses. Corpsmen stitch wounds, run IVs, hold newborns with the same calm they carry into battle. Infantry, now substitute teachers, running classrooms with tactical precision. Logistics officers, suddenly kings of HR, payroll, and supply chain. Turns out, when you can launch troop movement in a war zone, scheduling field trips and managing PTO is light cardio. Turns out the guys who built cities and fought wars can also handle story time, payroll systems, and emotional breakdowns. Who knew? Adaptation isn't slow, it's wired in. When half the population disappears, the other half stops making excuses. By day 7, the machine's running again. Different hands, same output, maybe stronger. The Iceland experiment. Think this is all fantasy? Let me introduce you to Iceland. 1975. Women walked off the job. Every job. Factories froze. Schools shut down. Men had to bring their kids to work or not work at all. And in just 24 hours, the nation realized something terrifying. They'd built an entire system that assumed women would always be there. But here's the twist. It only lasted a day. Now imagine 30. Men adapted, took over. But the panic? Very real, because no one saw the iceberg coming, even when it was their own wife. Almost 50 years later, they did it again. In 2023, nearly 90% of Icelandic women walked out to protest the same thing. Unpaid labor, invisible labor, unequal labor. The country slowed, men scrambled. Again, because even in the most gender-equal nation on earth, the system still leaned on women by default. But here's the kicker. The system leaned on women, but it didn't fall without them. Men stepped in, struggled, improvised, and made it work. It wasn't perfect, but adaptation didn't need permission, just necessity. So don't say it's unrealistic. It already happened. Twice. We're just turning up the heat. The silent industry. Let's talk about the industry nobody talks about, but everybody uses. Sex work, OnlyFans, escorts, cam girls, gone, cold turkey. When women vanish from the workforce, it's not just nurses and teachers who disappear. It's also the cam model, the sugar baby, the emotional therapist disguised as a flirt. 80 to 90% of sex workers are women, and most of their clients, men. Sex work was never just about sex. It was connection, fantasy, validation. For many men, especially lonely, isolated men, it was their only mirror. And now, it's gone. Not paused, not replaced, gone. Men are stuck watching reruns of fantasies that no longer exist. That independent queen who hated men, turns out she was also your only form of emotional intimacy. Without synthetic intimacy, men confront the mirror. Some break. When women disappeared, so did the illusion. And for the first time in decades, men had to find out who they are without someone pretending to love them for $5 a minute. Fast forward to your office. No women, no awkward elevator rides. No, that joke was inappropriate. It's quiet, productive, focused, also kinda weird. See, the post-Me Too world made one thing clear. Workplaces became legal minefields. Men withdrew. Meetings got colder. Collaboration got awkward. Now, that tension is gone. But so is the balance. Even the news feels off. The male anchor delivers the facts. Sharp, steady, professional. But without the counterbalance of a woman, it's all one tone, one face, and yeah, you feel the difference. The female voice, that shift in tone, that contrast in delivery, that human layer, gone. Now, there's no office drama, but there's also no contrast, no tonal shift, no complementary presence, just straight line execution, all gas, no counterweight. The vibe didn't vanish, it shifted. Less gut instinct, less nuance in the room, less of that unspoken something women bring, until it's not there. Day 30. The world kept spinning. Men adapted. Hospitals functioned. Schools reopened. Even therapy got bootlegged. And now, the women come back. We're back! But the jobs they left, already filled by the same men they once said couldn't multitask. And now the tension returns. The negotiations, the movements, equality 2.0, wage gap 3.0, and of course, the hashtags. You wanted the truth? Here it is. The system didn't collapse. It rebooted. 30 days without women didn't kill society, but it exposed its assumptions. It showed who really adapts, who really builds, and who everyone expects to just show up. Men didn't collapse, they recalibrated. And the moral? Respect is a two-way street. You don't get to call someone useless, then expect them to fix your future.
Would you rather be stuck in the forest with a bear or a man?
A bear.
Oh, a bear. Men are
Why the bear?
crazy. Men are crazy. Men are crazy. Look at the story.
Because when the real work starts, that bear you said you'd rather be with, yeah, he's not fixing the generator. Dismiss the builder and you'll miss the foundation. Modern comfort isn't magic, it's labor. And labor needs loyalty from both sides.